guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. My name's Nastasia, and today we're talking about a very kind of interesting topic that I don't think I've actually ever heard anyone talk about, but it was kind of like a little revelation for me because it hit me in a time that I really needed to hear it. And when I say hear it, I didn't hear it on like the radio or in a sermon or anything. I feel like kind of God was speaking to me in that moment and just kind of telling me truths to myself that I really needed to hear. That blew my mind and helped me discover that I have been looking at God all wrong for a very long time. So that's what we're talking about today. I hope you're intrigued. But before I get into it, if you end up liking this video, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you never miss out on a video every time I post. Alright, so you're probably thinking, what have you gotten wrong about God all this time? And this isn't trying to be all like dramatic or anything, but it is true. Like, I have had this mindset about God, I think, longer than I even knew. And it was this mindset that, and I hope you can follow me with this, and I'll try to give examples too that'll make more sense, but this mindset that when God gives me a gift, if I don't like pray to him enough or read my Bible enough or do enough, then he's gonna take it away and punish me until I get my act together, and then he'll bless me again. Okay, so when you hear that out loud, that sounds like so legalistic. But I think my brain kind of disguised it a little bit, my brain or the whispers of the enemy or something, because it would be something along the lines of like, let's use YouTube for an example. If like I was doing well with YouTube and I, my numbers were good, I felt like I was getting consistent content out, I felt like I was engaging with people a lot, that I was really getting to people, that it was growing quickly, and I felt like I was doing well. And let's say I didn't read my Bible for a few days, or I didn't pray, like write down my prayers for a week or something, I would start getting this like edginess in my head of almost like the Jaws music. I felt like it was going like da-da, 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 like waiting for the worst to happen, it all to crash and burn, because I wasn't talking to God enough. Like, I felt like I was always on this timer of like, all right, I'm setting it now, I'm giving you all these things, but we'll see. If you don't come to me and pray to me every single day, if you're not in your word every single day, I'm gonna take it away, like a parent with a cookie or something, like bribing their child. Like, I'm going to take it away, and you're going to learn your lesson, and you're going to sit in the corner and think about what you've done, and then maybe I'll give it back to you. Like, that is the mindset I had of God without even realizing that I was having it. Or like, anytime I'd be like dating a guy or like in a relationship or anything, or if things were going well with somebody that I was trying to get to know or something, I would think like, oh my gosh, did we pray together today? Did we not pray together today? Oh my, I forgot to pray for them. Like, that would be a big thing for me, is I'd be like, well, I need to pray for them every single day. And if I don't, then God's going to see that I'm not praying, and he's going to take his hand off of it. He's not going to help it. He's not going to bless me. He's not going to bless this relationship. If I don't pray for this every single day, then it's not going to be protected. It's going to fall down in flames, and it's going to be all my fault. I need to make sure I'm praying every single day. Now, do you see how that can be so poisonous? Because immediately, that's not a relationship with Jesus anymore. That's a checklist, and that is like a threat. Like, it's like a, I don't even know. It's like a do this or else kind of thing, and that is not what God offers us at all. And I know it was lies, looking back at it. Like, and I genuinely, like, those were the thoughts I would have in my head. Like, let's say I was in my, like doing prayers and stuff like that, and praying every night or something, and then if I, like, forgot to pray for my future husband for a few days or something, I'd be like, oh my gosh, those are a few days, I have to make up for it. I have to make up for it, or else I'm gonna have somebody like my father, or I'm going to be alone, or God's not going to help that person. He's not going to help my future husband. If I'm not praying for him. And you see, it puts me in the position of God. It puts me in the position of, what can I do to make this happen? When I feel like God all along was being like, no. None of this relies on you anyway. You know what you can do? Chopped liver. Because you're not me. You're not Yahweh. You are not the Father of everything good. I am. And the thing is, I am so good to you that whether you pray or not, I love you. And that doesn't give us a free pass to do whatever the heck we want. But the thing is, God doesn't want us to pray to him because we're scared. He doesn't want us to pray to him out of fear of if I don't do this, God's not going to bless me. Because that's not a relationship with Christ. That's like being in a relationship with somebody, like a boyfriend or something, and being like, okay, I need to do this or else he's going to hurt me. That's not love. That's fear, and not the healthy fear that the Bible talks about. Not fearing the Lord in a good way. That is scared. That is abusive. That's not a relationship with Jesus. A relationship with Jesus is praying and reading his word and basking in his glory because you love him. That's like being in a relationship with somebody and spending time with them because you love them. It's not a free pass of well, I don't have to, so I'm not going to spend any time with you. I'm not going to communicate with you. I'm not going to, affirm you and love you. I'm not going to do that because I don't have to. Of course you don't have to. It's because you want to, because you love them. And that's what a relationship with Jesus is supposed to be. That's what he wants. That's why we have a choice. And that's why he lets us make the decision to follow him or not. Because he wants it to be a decision we make. And so I caught myself in a situation recently where I spent a lot of time in the car. I spent a lot of time driving in this Nashville traffic, let me tell you. And I have been, I don't want to say struggling, because it hasn't really been struggling with my anxiety recently, but I will have a week or two, maybe I'll have a week a month or a week every 2 months where it's really hard for some reason. And it's just a lot. And I will feel very insecure. I will feel very scattered, I have to control everything, the ground is shaking and I have to hold it together, even though nothing is shaking at all. And it's almost like my brain makes it feel like there's an earthquake happening and everybody around me is nothing's going on. Why are you shaking? Why do you feel like the earth is moving when it's not? And that's how I feel in my anxiety sometimes. I feel like everything is falling apart when literally nothing's going wrong at all. So it was one of those situations, and I was thinking to myself, oh my gosh, this is going to happen because I haven't been praying. This is going to happen because I made that mistake. This is going to happen because this, and I should have listened, and I should have done this, and I should have been better, and I should have been in my word more. And okay, let me make a game plan. I'll be in my word an hour a day, and every single day, and I'll pray in the morning and the night, and blah, 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 and all these things, and it'll all work out. And I just felt like God was so gently putting his hands on my shoulders saying, shh, just please stop. I just felt like he was like, hello, do you really think my grace is reliant on your works? Because if that were the case, we'd all be doomed. That's the goodness of God. Nothing relies on me. Nothing relies on you. The goodness, the grace of God is that we mess up every single day, every freaking day, and that doesn't change who he is. My praying or lack of praying or in the word or lack of being in the word does not change the epitome of God, and that he is good, and that he is our Father, and that he is good to me, and gracious, and merciful, and loving, and so giving and forgiving. Anything I do doesn't change that. There's nothing I could do to change God. Thank God that there's nothing I can do to change God, because I'd be doomed, you'd be doomed, we'd all be doomed if it relied on me in any capacity at all. And so it really hit me that wow, I have no power here. Thank you, Lord, that I have no power in this. it was such a sweet relief to know that the fate of my future husband's life does not depend on my prayer one night. It doesn't. It doesn't. And that doesn't give me a free pass. I'm trying to be very gentle with the lines here, because that doesn't mean you should stop. That doesn't mean you should stop digging for God or praying. It just means that, to tell you the truth, your prayers, the entire point of your prayer is not for you. It is not for somebody else. It is to glorify God. That is the point of prayer. That is the point of being in your word. It is to glorify God. It is not for what it can or cannot do for you at all. And so the fact of the matter is, whatever I do or don't do is not going to change what God can, will, and has done. I just want to give that truth to you, because maybe somebody out there is feeling the same way and hasn't even known that they're feeling the same way. I think it can be a lot of people who are perfectionists who feel like that they have the power to either make or break something. You don't. And that's the beauty of it. So I hope this encouraged you guys a little bit. Feel free, as always, to leave your comments down below. And I love you so, so much. Bye!